Okay, good afternoon to all. Welcome to IFPRI. We have also people online connected to this conference, so you are not the only ones here. It's great to have you all here. Today we have a very interesting seminar, which is Options for Global Agricultural Trade after Nairobi, the Nairobi Ministerial Meeting, Global Solutions or National Actions. And it's pretty important for us. All our trade team with some external collaborators are coming today to present. Of course, our trade team is bigger, but you will see the power of the people we have today in the presentations. Now, why this topic is so important and is so crucial for the work we do at IFPRI and also for what is happening around the world. As you know, there has been a lot of years through which we were trying to push a multilateral framework through the Doha round, and there has not been too much of a progress. And there are significant mega trade agreements happening right now, like the TPP, the Trans-Pacific Partnership, the TTIP between the US and the European Union, and also the TISA, which not too much is being talked about, but is a trade services agreement, which also could have significant impacts, especially in terms of services and property rights. So the question that we want to look at in today is, what is the progress? How much this multilateral framework really matters still? How much we can obtain through it? And how much the pressure from these mega trade agreements is against this multilateral framework. So it's a good time to assess the situation after the Nairobi ministerial meeting, which some progress was there, the elimination of the export subsidies, and some other issues like disciplines and other institutional issues that were being pushed through the ministerial meeting. And this is strictly related also to what is happening in the G20 and what is happening also in the climate change COP meeting. So what we want to look at today is from the global level, what is the situation and how we are moving forward. Also, how important are the country level policies and how that could affect any potential agreement at the multilateral level. And why it's so important is because we have a huge heterogeneity of countries, both in farm size, in the case of agriculture, but also in terms of what they do and what is their share in terms of the exports and the imports. And that's something that we need to take into account, and it's something that increases the complexity of any potential multilateral agreement. So this heterogeneity across countries affects food security at the country level, at the global level. It also affects the possibility of a smallholder inclusion, which one of our priorities is to include the smallholders, which does not mean to keep them small. We want them to grow and to become medium and large. But we have a reality, which is a huge atomization of land, which creates the situation where we have a huge number of smallholders. And what are the country-level policies, insulation policies, pro-export policies, and how our big partners like Argentina, specifically in this meeting today, is responding with the new changes that are happening there. And it's essential because Argentina, Brazil, Paraguay, and Uruguay, the southern corn, has become a huge supplier of staple foods and some high-value commodities to the world. So what will happen in the future in Argentina plays a crucial role, especially to balance what could be negatively happening in Brazil, for example, but also to balance the more diversification of production around the world to avoid crises like we have in 2007 or even earlier in the 70s. So I have a pleasure today to have 4 great presenters. The first one will be David Laborde, then will be Will Martin, and I will present each one when I call them, then Eugenio Diaz-Bonilla, and then Ramiro Costa will also be presenting. Each of them will have 10 minutes, and we will be monitoring very closely their time, so the maximum they can talk is 10 minutes. After that, there will be no sound. So let me first start by introducing David Laborde. David is a senior research fellow in the Markets, Trade, and Institutions Division, and David is the team leader on macroeconomics and trade for IFPRI. His research interests include international trade, measurement and modeling of protectionism, multilateral and regional trade liberalization, as well as environmental issues such as climate change and biofuels. He has developed the ADEPTA database on tariffs as well as the TASTE software. Beyond his work on databases, he has developed several partial and general equilibrium models applied to trade policy and environmental issues. David leads also our global model Mirage, which is extremely powerful today because it's combined also with household information and household service. So David, you have 10 minutes, please.